Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to understand this quiz question which was given earlier, and we will share solution of this quiz right now. But for your comfort, instead of looking upon this particular picture, we have written all test inputs over here. These were the entries which we have taken from this picture, and statements are written sequence with the sequence. Each entry would be put in front of this journal. For the time being, we will use wrong and actual columns as well, as it was earlier informed. In any examination or quiz, you are needed to make rectified entries only. What does that mean? This journal is required in your paper or quiz. These two columns are optional. If you want to make, you can, or if you want to skip it, you can skip. So this was brief introduction. We are now ready to start our question. Let's begin. Goods purchased from A. We will be writing its actual entry when you will purchase your goods. So purchase to A was supposed to be the actual entry. Once again, you have purchased these goods from A. Goods purchased from A. Purchase to A was expected entry, actual. Now we will see what error has been made in the second part. Has not written in his. Please note it down. There are two elements, purchase and A. But his is used for human being. It means purchase is already written. Indirectly we have understood. Not written in his means we have not entered A. A is personal account for which his is used. It means A was not entered. To rectify it, we will enter A. So guys, in this way, our entry has been completed. There was only one mistake, and that mistake was in A, and it has been rectified. There is nothing else to be written over here. So for the time being, we will put suspense account. So suspense to A is your journal entry. Please note it down. Purchase was okay because not written was associated only with his account. So A was not posted. We have now posted. Nothing else was present. So suspense to A is your rectified entry number 1. Now we will see entry number 2, and there entry number 2 is saying return in. So first of all, you will make your mind where return inward should be written in actual. So return in, that means goods are coming in. There is increase in asset should be debited. So return in actual place is debit. Now next mistake is overcast. In overcast, you change the position. If it is debit, you will have to do it credit. If it is credit, you will have to do it debit. So debit to credit and credit to debit. Original place of return in is debit. In overcast, you will change the position, and now you will write it on credit side. I'm sure that you people have understood. Return original place is credit. In return in original place is debit. In overcast, you will change the position. Original place debit. In overcast, it would be credit. Nothing else is present to be written on debit side. So for the time being, you will write suspense account. Alright guys, so in this way we have completed our two entries. Okay, suspense spelling, I'm letting you make it okay. So suspense was present in first entry, suspense is present in second entry. Now we are going to see our third entry. Salary paid to clerk. You are paying your salary. cash is going out, salary is an expense. Expense should be written on debit side, so salary is debit, and 2 we will see later on, but actually the concept is associated with salary. So salary was supposed to be written on debit. This was first part, and now we will see what next half part is saying. Salary paid, salary 2, entered in trade expense. So by mistake you have entered in trade expense. Trade expense is your expense which should be written on debit side. So guys, in this way we have completed our right and wrong entry, and I have told you whatever is actual, whatever is right, you will transfer the same into rectified entry, and what is wrong you will change. So salary was actually to be written, we have not written. Now to rectify we will write. Trade expense was no place to be written. Trade expense was the wrong entry. In wrong entry you will change the position. So salary to trade expenses would be your rectified entry. Now you have noticed two things. I am not writing the amount and I am not writing the narration. So it's up to you. It's very easy. Since it is 10,000, so what you will do, you will put 10,000 over here, and same 10,000 would be posted on credit side. I'm just letting you know amount has very short rule. So 2,000 over here and 2,000 would be written over here. Now how you will write narration? Very simple. Focus upon wrong entry. So you have not written. So what you will do? A not written. Now rectified. This would be the narration. And here what was? The mistake overcast. So what you will do? Simply you will say overcast. Now rectified. Now the third entry is saying trade expense was wrong. So what you will do? Wrong trade expense, now rectified. Alright, there is little less space, so we are using abbreviations. Guys, in this way our third entry has been completed. Amount of third entry was 1000, so you will put 1000 on debit side and same amount you will be posting on credit side. Now we will be focusing upon our fourth entry, which is saying machinery purchased. When you will purchase your machinery, machinery is coming in, it's your asset, asset is increasing, increase in asset should be debited. So in actual entry, you were supposed to write machine on debit side. Now the next part will show what mistake we have done. Entered in purchase account. Now it's very interesting entry. You have entered it in purchase account. So you will write purchase on debit side. Why I was saying it is interesting, because there are several other mistakes as well. First mistake, machine was supposed to be written, but instead of machine you have written purchase. Now second, actual amount was 15,000. So you were supposed to write 15,000 over here, but instead of 15,000, what you have done, you have written 1500. Actually, I will let you know, this was 1500. Let me correct it. Let's see in the picture again if it is visible. Entry number here, this is entry number 4. Okay, let's zoom our picture and we will observe entry number 4. Okay, this was 150,000 and 15,000. All right. So first amount was 150,000 This is fourth entry, and we are now going to change this amount. Original amount was 150,000 and by mistake we have written 15,000. Alright guys, so actual amount was 150,000 and by mistake you have written 15,000. So there are two types of mistake. Please don't consider it as double error. There are two mistakes. First, machinery was supposed to be written, but we have not written. To rectify it, we will write machine. And you know that whatever is written over here would be transferred at the same position. And what is wrong? You will change its position. If in this column something is written on debit side, you will write the same on debit side. And what is written on the wrong side, you will change, you will use the opposite side. Alright, machinery was supposed to be written. It was not mentioned, so we have written. Now purchase would be transferred over here. Why I was calling it very interesting entry? Because this is not the only mistake that associated with machine and purchase. Second mistake was instead of 1,50,000 they have written 15,000. So what you will do, actual amount of machine was 150,000, you will write 150,000 over here. Amount of purchase which was wrong, it was only 15,000, not 150,000, so you will write over here. Even everything has been rectified, still we are not satisfied. Look at here, there are 4 zeros over here and here only 3 zeros. So something lacking. Debit should always be equal to credit. Once again I'm telling you what mistake. Machinery was supposed to be written, it was absent, so you now in rectified entry have written machinery account and purchase. This is totally normal. Machine and to purchase. Actual amount of machine was 150,000, purchase amount was 15,000, but still debit and credit are not equal. How much difference? First we will know. Amount of 150,000 minus 15,000. So this is the difference of amount, but there is nothing left to be written over here. So for the time being, you will enter over here suspense. So please note it down. You may have this sort of entry in your final paper as well. So I am requesting you to please understand. There were two mistakes regarding English. Mistake number 1 and mistake number 2 was regarding amount. So this 135,000 is to rectify the mistake regarding amount. So guys, in this way 4 entries are completed. Now we will see 5th entry. Installation charges paid upon new plant. I'm sure that you people remember the example of air conditioner when you will buy an AC of rupees 150,000, but upon it 500 were installation charges. So actually price of AC is not 150,000, it is 150,500 rupees. Installation charges, in all expenses of asset you will debit asset. Once again, in all expenses of asset, you will debit asset. So actually installation charges are not supposed to be entered. In all expenses of asset, asset should be debit. So here plant, instead of installation charges, you were supposed to write plant over here. Now we will see what mistake they have done. And you can see that not yet entered. Installation charges we have not entered. Okay, so we will be entering right now. So here you will write plant 2. Nothing else was present, so in place of that you will write suspense account. Now please note that why we are not writing Installation charges. Charges were expense. Expense should be written on debit side. So you were supposed to write installation charges over here. But rule is whenever any expense upon asset you will make, you will not debit expense name. You will debit asset name. This was the concept related to this fifth entry, and now we will see what sixth entry is saying. Depreciation upon plant. Depreciation is an expense. Expense should be debited. So depreciation 2 was your original entry. Now we will see what mistake we have done. Entered in drawings account. There was no logic of writing drawings over here, but this was the mistake. Now as usual, what you will do, whatever is written in right entry, you will transfer in the same direction. So in this way, depreciation to drawings would be your entry. So sixth entry is completed. Now we will see the seventh entry. Rent received. Please note it down. It is rent received. It means your income. Income should be credited. So rent was supposed to be written on credit side. Once again, rent received. Receive mean you are getting your income. Income should be written on credit side. Was written as 5500. So let's mention the original amount. This was your original amount 5000, while you have written everything same, but amount was written as 5500. Look at this, original amount was 5000, by mistake you have written 5500. Here you will be trying to know what mistake we have done. Instead of 5000, 5500 written overcast. More amount you have entered. Overcast. In overcast you change the position. Rent was written on credit side. In overcast you will write it on debit side. Nothing left to be written on credit side, so you will enter suspense. So entry would be rent to suspense. And you know that in undercast overcast you will always write the difference. Difference of these two amount is 500. So 500 would be posted over here and 500 would be posted over here. So 7 entries are completed. Now let's see what 8th entry is saying. Discount received. Please note it is again your income. Income should be credited. So you were supposed to write discount on credit side. Should I tell you once again? Look at here. Discount received. It is your income. Income should be written on credit side. So actual position of discount was credit. Now let's see what mistake they have done. Entered as discount allowed. So you have entered it as discount allowed. Discount allowed is your expense. Alright guys, so instead of writing discount received, you have written it as discount allowed. Alright, now it's very important. You can rectify it in an easy way. Whatever is written over here, you will transfer to the same position. So discount received, and here whatever is written over here would be changed. Discount allowed was wrongly entered. If it was written on debit side, you will transfer it to the credit side. So here discount allowed. Now nothing is present on debit side, so for the time being you will write suspense account. So rectified entry what we have made is suspense to discount allowed to discount received. The entry which was present in the book, it was related with discount allowed, but this entry was related to discount received. So simply what has been done, in your book discount received was present over here and discount allowed was present over here. So I have changed the position. It would be quite interesting for you to understand. Now we will see the ninth entry, and it is saying building purchased. When you will buy your building, building is your asset, increase in asset should be debited. So you were supposed to write building on debit side. Now we will see what mistake they have done. Entered in purchase account. So by mistake, instead of building, they have entered in purchase account. So after writing wrong and right, it's now very easy to put your entries directly into rectified entry. Building was supposed to be written, but you haven't written. So to rectify, you will write over here to purchase. You will change the position of wrong entry or the mistake. So guys, in this way, your ninth entry is also completed. There were 9 entries. I am requesting you to please take a screenshot of these questions, or perhaps somebody would have taken the picture of board as well. So there are two ways. First, I am zooming it out so that you can take screenshot. Take screenshot over here, and these are your question entries. I am requesting you to please repeat and revise these entries. These are 9 entries. Take screenshot over here, then crop and solve this question again by yourself. This left side will show you your entries, and simply you will test yourself at home again. And after practicing this question, if you still feel anything difficult, you are very open to share your problem through messages, text or comments, or you can share your problem directly. I will humbly be trying my best to answer your questions immediately. So it's time to end our lecture with the hope that you will practice these questions again and again. It's time to end our lecture. So thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.